Good morning, YouTube. We has more parts here. Now, some of you guys may be able to identify this as a Chevy 350 manifold with a 2-barrel carburetor on it. And hopefully you guys can all guess where this is going. Hopefully we will be able to fix the 68 or the 69 dump truck, the green dump truck, the one that runs like shit. You know, I dog on that thing quite a bit, but I think really the only problem with it is the carburetor. That quadrajet carburetor is just trashed. So we're going to swap it out in favor of a 2-barrel, and hopefully it will run a whole lot better. So we're going to pick this up, put my gloves on first, and put it in the back of the International, which I'm still getting questions about, all kinds of questions. And here it is. Been driving it all this week. Haven't posted a lot of videos this week. I kind of been taking a little bit of time to myself. Haven't even really done a whole lot in the shop. I just got that alternator in the skid steer, and then I kind of hung out last night. We went and hung out at Roman's. Had some fun there, but it's Saturday, so back to work for me. No rest for the weary. Somebody made mention of this pickup. There's no way it could have started as good as it did in the shop without being primed first. Well, it did, in fact, and I think the reason it started because obviously there wasn't fuel up to the carburetor yet. But I think the reason it started so well was because there was probably still fuel in the bowl, because I had filled the bowl with fuel, ran it to move it out or something like that, and so I think it still had fuel in the bowl. At any rate, here we go. I'm going to show you guys something here. I'm going to pump the gas twice, and I'm going to hit the key, and this thing is going to fire right up. Or at least I sure hope it will, otherwise it makes a fool out of me. Just like that. This thing has started that well every single day this week. It is absolutely amazing to me. So, kind of cool. I'm loving the shit out of it. But now I'm going to show you guys how to drive this. It would have been originally a 3-speed on the tree, but that apparently got worn out. The linkages wear out, and Kayla's telling me that I have a phone call, so I'll have to hold on to this thought until a minute. Okay, now where was I? We'll fire it up again. Okay, now, originally it would have been a 3-speed on the tree. So, apparently the linkages wore out, whatever happened. Somebody welded some handles to the linkages down in the floor. You can see the 2 handles here, which makes it kind of confusing for shifting. But I've drawn out the shifting pattern, as you can see right there, and I'm going to show you guys how to drive this bad boy. First thing you do is you take the lever closest to you, pull it all the way back, and we back up. Then you take that same lever, push it all the way forward. So far, not so tricky. And we'll go for a little drive here. I put my coffee cup on the floor. One problem I have with this pickup is it doesn't have a nice dash that I can put my coffee cup on. So we're gonna boogie along here. And when we get as fast as we want to go, now this is where it gets confusing. You pull this lever back to neutral, and then this one goes back to go to second. Then you just take this lever, you go all the way forward for third. Now once you get the hang of it, it's not so bad, but it's that getting the hang of it and remembering where first and reverse are. I tried to go into reverse several times while I was downshifting. But other than that, you know, actually this pickup really drives fairly well. I've taken it up to the highway and such, and you know, it's not bad. I would have expected a lot sloppier for a 57. And it's gonna grind here. There we go. It's just what old pickups do. They grind gears. You know, minimal for a 57. It's got minimal rattles. And heck, even Kayla's been driving it and has gotten along with it fairly well, really. So just so we can show you guys, now that you know what we got going on, the major thing to remember is that you've got to pull it into neutral before you can move this stick. So we'll go through this sequence again. I'm going to go first gear. Pull back. Second gear. And third gear. Easy as pie. Well, let's get up to the shop and see if we can get some damage done.